All right, let's talk about one of the most charming management sims to come out in years, Tavern Keeper. If you've ever dreamed of running your own medieval pub, hiring staff, serving heroes, dealing with chaos, and designing a place that feels truly yours, this game deserves your attention. It's not just another tycoon title. It's a living, breathing world full of stories, personality, and pure creative freedom. So today, I'm breaking down 10 reasons to play Tavern Keeper and why it might just become your next cozy obsession. Grab your tankard, because this one's worth a toast. Reason 1. You build a tavern that feels alive. Tavern Keeper nails that satisfying loop of creation and consequence. You don't just place walls and furniture, you build an experience. Every table, every light, every keg you move changes the vibe. Customers react, staff adapt, and the whole place feels alive. It's part management, part simulation, part pure creative therapy. And that blend means your tavern doesn't just exist, it breathes with you. Reason 2. The presentation has real soul. What really sets this game apart is how warm and expressive it feels. From the whimsical art to the narrator who sounds like he stepped out of a fairy tale audiobook, the tone is lighthearted but never childish. It's one of those games that can make you smile even when you're cleaning up vomit after a drunken dwarf raid. And that balance of humor and heart is a big reason people keep playing. Reason 3. It's from the devs behind Game Dev Tycoon. Greenheart Games built their reputation on giving players creative control that actually matters. Tavern Keeper takes that same DNA and drops it into a world of fantasy hospitality. You can feel the polish, the pacing, and the quality of life attention that comes from a studio that learned what players love from years of feedback. It's the kind of pedigree that makes you trust this isn't just another early access time sink. Reason 4. You can customize practically everything. The building system is almost absurdly flexible. You can rotate furniture, stack decorations, and experiment with wild themes. Maybe your tavern's a rustic wood and fireplace hangout. Maybe it's a witchy underground speakeasy. The sandbox tools don't just let you decorate, they let you express yourself, and that creative freedom makes it insanely replayable. You'll keep saying, just one more tweak, at 2 a.m. Reason 5. Chaos is part of the fun. Running a tavern sounds relaxing until the place catches fire, a cook quits, and a mob of angry adventurers floods the bar. The game's simulation layer brings real unpredictability. Dirt piles up, tempers flare, and you have to adapt on the fly. But instead of being frustrating, it's hilarious. These unpredictable moments are what make Tavern Keeper a storytelling engine. You'll walk away with actual stories to share. Reason 6. The storytelling is surprisingly strong. This isn't just a sandbox with chairs. There's a real narrative framework here, told through voiced characters and situational dialogue that evolves as you play. Each customer feels like they have a bit of backstory. It's not just random text boxes. It gives your tavern context, almost like a small stage where dozens of mini-stories unfold daily. It's the kind of detail that makes you feel immersed without forcing you to read walls of text. Reason 7. You set the pace. Want to chill, build slowly, and soak in the atmosphere? Do it. Want to crank the difficulty and micromanage like a strategy veteran? You can do that too. Tavern Keeper gives you sliders for both challenge and creativity. That flexibility means it fits different moods, a cozy session one day, a hectic management marathon the next. And for content creators, that variety makes it perfect for episodic or themed playthroughs. Reason 8. It's perfect for YouTube and stream content. Every session produces stories worth sharing, disasters, design fails, hilarious staff drama. The chaos is organic. The comedy writes itself. It's a game made for commentary. You can naturally weave storytelling into gameplay without ever feeling like you're reading patch notes. And because every tavern turns out different, your viewers get something fresh every time. Reason 9. It's a love letter to management games. Tavern Keeper doesn't reinvent the genre. It refines it. You can feel the influence of classics like Theme Hospital, The Sims, and even Stardew Valley, but it ties them together with a humor and polish that feels distinctly modern. The pacing, systems, and art all serve one thing: making the player enjoy the grind. You never feel like you're fighting the interface, just running your dream fantasy business. Reason 10. It's just plain fun. When all's said and done, Tavern Keeper succeeds because it's simply enjoyable. It's cozy without being boring, challenging without being stressful, and funny without being corny. That balance between strategy, creativity, and chaos is what makes it special. It's one of those games that sneaks up on you. You jump in for half an hour, and suddenly it's 3 a.m., and you're still rearranging stools while humming the tavern tune. So yeah, that's 10 reasons to play Tavern Keeper. It's not just about managing a pub, it's about building a world where every laugh, spill, and burnt pie becomes part of your story. If you love games that mix cozy vibes with smart design and a touch of madness, this is one you'll want on your list. What kind of tavern would you build? Drop it in the comments: a noble's inn, a goblin dive bar, or something haunted. If you enjoyed this, hit like, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, and may your tankards never run dry.
At Barrel, select the tap you installed to assign your new beverage to it. Bars are great for a quick drink, but tables allow patrons to settle in and stay a while. Try building one. It's a bit plain. Why don't I show you the design mode? Decorating your tavern truly makes it your own. Even a humble table becomes an empty canvas ready to transform. You might decorate it with something simple, perhaps place a centerpiece. But why stop there? You can change and tweak every element according to your mood. Ooh, feeling romantic? And you needn't stop at simply decorating. You can design anything you can imagine, piece by piece. Go wild! For now, let's try something simple. Select a piece from the design mode and combine it with the table. You'll have hundreds of options as a tavern keeper, but let's start with 3. That's an interesting choice. Well, there's no accounting for taste. That's enough decorating for now. You've accomplished quite a bit. Perhaps you should save your progress? Did it save properly? I can't see. Hold on, I'll scoop my candle a little closer to the storybook. Oh! I caught the page on fire. The story is burning. Quick, load your save file. Look, everything is fine again. No need to reload for every little fire. I was just having a bit of fun. Narrator humour, you see. One last thing, the stories. A glowing golden book means someone or something has a tale to tell. See? There's one. Click on your tap, won't you? What sort of narrator would I be without a storybook? This is mine. It's a bit magic, you see. The stories inside are your stories, and they follow your choices. There will be quite a lot of stories to tell, all centred in your tavern. You'll find them as little books hovering above characters, items, or locations. Would you like to see how they work? As you can see, your choices progress the story. Simple. Skill choices, however, are a little more complex. The results are determined by your character skills, the difficulty, and a bit of luck. The story continues whether you succeed or fail, and failing is just as fun, sometimes more so. Still, I know even a fun failure can feel like a failure. Don't worry, you can retry spins if you don't like the result, but do be sparing with those respins. If too many build up, we may run into trouble. Well, the issue is with causality, altering... Wait a second. Using your wits to ply me for more information, eh? Yes, okay, you got me. There is more to it. Let me explain. Nothing truly bad will happen to you if you fail a spin. More or less. It depends on your definition of bad. Anyway, don't worry about it. But respins resist the natural course of events, and tinkering with cause and effect can cause things to go a little pear-shaped. No need to go into it now. You'll have to wait and see. That's choosing chaos for you. Feel free to explore stories and go with your gut. There are no wrong or right answers. There's only the path you choose. I can't wait. To make skill rolls, you will, of course, need skills. I wouldn't dream of choosing those for you. It's up to you to decide what best represents your strengths. Quickness of wit or hands, depth of knowledge, or simply charm. All settled? Well, you know you best. We'll see how that plays out along the way. That's the end of my little tutorial. But don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Where would a story be without a narrator? Now, open those doors. You have a tavern to run.